mean, just looking at this play, you know, having some words, it looks like the card is coming out from the referee, but you can see just a little bit. UCLA picks up the win. Can you build off of that? Can you get the second one? That would be a good statement for UCLA to have a victory in this match.
Points of the essence and results. Here's the Badgers in possession.
Match.
Yeah, you can say more stop than start, right? It's certainly 5 games, 2 wins and 3 losses. That one whipped in and nicely repelled, sits up on the half volley and thumped in. Wisconsin, here's Del Priore sending it out wide for Hrojevic, who whips it right back across, falling in, and the Badgers have shocked Westwood to Wisconsin.
It's just a lot of difficulty for UCLA to clear this ball out of the area. Multiple chances to do it.
Looking for the swift reply, whipped all the way in. Hebert, the goalkeeper, with a strong fist out of play. Third, and Wisconsin whip one all the way across. Too much fizz behind that one as it's delicate touch, plays it in. It sits up. Georgallides in a season star for goal.
One of the warnings, you know, that the coach of Wisconsin told us about that they've had trouble with. UCLA comes out quick, a perfect ball right into the path of Georgallides, and all of a sudden finds that back post.
Make a splash here in Westwood, where stars are born and made. Here's Neff, the architect of the goal, going right back to work. And the goal from the Badgers. Here's Nixon going to work once again, but it's well to recover. The Badgers could use a good spell and a swift reply of their own after it was such a bright setup here for, once again, come down that right-hand side. Del Priore dispossessed. Munz calls his own number.
We've seen in these areas, in tight spaces, they can do a decent job of getting numbers to get.
They're not quite where they want to be, but it's still early doors. Meanwhile, Wisconsin looking to reclaim the lead. Wide to the right-hand side, and that's Wisconsin looking to drop that shoulder and will not beat Shakir Nixon for
in the box.
Hrojevic whips it across and overcooks his corner. They want so reliant upon this possession-oriented approach. You've seen it throughout the years, going back to your playing days, my friend. As this one will go direct over the top and easy for Mats Ormo. And here comes the Danish winger, full of all kinds of vigor. Can't quite get it under control down. Looking to go out in front for a second time. And too strong with an easy catch for Ryan Tiltak.
Like the bread and butter for this Wisconsin team, and you're sending up your big boys out of the back.
Here's the goal scorers. Georgallides shifts it to that right foot, and the Cyprus attacker slithering his way through a sea of Badgers. Takes a deflection right off the referee.
And then also just within the match, some of the tactical moves that he's done.
Good defending there from Isaac Brown. Hrojevic looking to drop that shoulder on his old buddy, Brown. Arfston. Unable to get it going. Testament to 24 minutes in that 1-0 win against Northwestern. Arnson can't get a hold of it. Flicked forward by Martinez, and Karamanchi with it. Martinez. That Minnesota United youth setup, the MLS Next Pro level. Now, Georgallides standing over it. Good delivery. Better response. Headed away by Rainbow. Little judo kick clearance from the architect of the only goal. He drops that shoulder. Francis Bonsu pulls it across. And that's what he brings
over to give 3. And that's lazy.
For Wisconsin, likewise here for UCLA. Low trajectory on the corner. Keep you apprised of the information as it becomes available. Time this evening, the goal scorer Georgallides into the gloves of the sure-handed soft on his left. Lovely 1-2 with Martinez and Brown. This one off the throw, whipped in. Not cleared now. Capone trying to steer it in. Martinez leaves it out wide. Whipped right across at pace. An important header away from the Bruins, but they don't clear their lines, and it sets up, and the save is not there. Stolen it.
Yeah, as this ball comes in, it comes out, and you can see there's a little bit right there, just the straight leg that comes in off of the shot. There's the contact of the
first half from these Wisconsin Badgers. Have already shocked this UCLA crowd once. Lovely turn from Zakewski, who gets away from the pressure. Of defense is a good offense.
Well, that is kind of like the modern day. Keep possession, and the other team can't score.
Zukemski now whips it to that far post, but overcooks it.
Over and clean that up. Really pay attention to Ormo, just how his
UCLA Bruins looking for a strong start. Unlike what we saw in that first half, Wisconsin will rebuild, but an aimless ball forward played into no man's land. Through the lines, and that final ball just needs a mistake. Solans Ormo plays it over. Aguilar fizzes it wide. It was a scary moment for Wisconsin.
Well, it's a turnover from Wisconsin, and this ball perfectly set up for Aguilar, and he just pushes the
Punchy. Drew Brown sent. Solans Ormo! Flag is up, and for the second time, the Spaniard is offside.
Always flirting with that offside line.
That last line, tough to tell from this shot here as it's originally played, but it was a little tighter than originally thought.
Some time.
It's got the 1-2, and it's on. Sergi Solans Ormo, around one, delights, and the Spaniard is...
This is just a beautiful play as this ball comes through. Little combination play. Ormo does a fantastic job of putting himself between the defender and the goal, and then the cutback. He sells it. Every keeper goes to the ground. Defender stumbles over the keeper, and then it's just an open net. He's able to slot it home, and all of a sudden...
Legaspi, right place at the right time. Sophomore has a good sense, no-nonsense clearance at the back by Legaspi. Falls to the sweet feet of Sergi Solans Ormo, the sophomore striker who does really well. Had to deal with going from strength to strength as Bonsu makes himself available. It's on, a drop of the shoulder. Mimi is in, but he just fizzes it too high. Everything but the
complete understanding of one another and how each other plays, where you want the ball, the weight of the pass to the teammate. All that matters.
With another wave of pressure. Wide for Neff, little razzle-dazzle. That one to that far side, but overcooked slightly. It's on. Bonsu fights for it and wins it, drops the shoulder. Sent brings the posure and maturity. Nixon slithers around one. UCLA starting to feel it now. Philip Neff for the Bruins, bearing down once again, drops that shoulder. Neff with a fine piece of industry. Here's Neff. Bruins right back to work. Squared for Karumanchi. One touch for Mimi, the substitute, whips the cross in. Break kindly for Bonsu. It's on. It's Sean Sent on. Bonsu! Provider of the first, score on the... But it was well taken by the youngsters.
Well, this is just a combination play. Receives, gets the ball back. You know, I believe he's in at least from that angle, it looked like it was in. Here's the combination play. Bonsu comes in, the pass in, he goes in. Yep. You saw on the first ball. Was there a touch?
Here's how it happened.
Yep, here's the ball that comes in. And I think
His way, the favor return. Bonsu! What a stop from Hebert as it flashes wide and on this left-hand side.
Well, the excitement is coming between these two. Solans Ormo and Bonsu just have a great understanding of each other and where they want to be.
Doesn't he? Sean Sent. He's a big get. First-year transfer from Washington. That was a grad student. Here's the aforementioned. After your point, UCLA signed with that #1 recruiting class. It. Flag stays down for Wright, who arrives, squares it, did everything correctly.
Early on, able to just defend well off the bat and in the right positions throughout the run of play. You can't defend on the wrong side of the...
Couple of step overs from the high stepping Philip Neff. Played on by Aguilar, hits it first time across. Dangerous moment back. Easily cut out by UCLA's Trey Wright. Sent moment for Munns and company, supported by the grad student Sam Green, trying to pull the cross early, but Munns. And that switch entirely overhit by the Dutchman.
Well, to be
on that opposite side. Skips past Gianluca Del Priore. Arnson helps it.
these are the moments now that you've got to continue to go, continue to grind.
Sits up well. Great save at the back.
Jones gets on the end of it, has the cross, but to the back through him.
Here's Smith, meanwhile, for the Badgers, trying to get one for cosmetic sake. Whipped into the area. Munns took a big swing at 4. Roche is in. It's the Dane. Roche around the keeper. Open goal. Roche took a deflection. And it's in the books. It doesn't matter. Kobe Jones, your alma mater,